Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Have you already done your lunch?
No, Chair.
Yeah, why? You had your breakfast late?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Okay, so I think we should start now, right? Cherry we buy long in the channel, Any information from Tamo and Nura?
မတ်တမော်မလာတော့ဘူးတဲ့ချင်းနေသိမ့်မကောင်းလို့တဲ့
Oh, really? Yeah, Gemma is a semi Okay, so okay, so what have we done? Could you please tell me? Hello? Oh, by the way, I asked you to do the presentation, right? Yeah. Okay. Are you guys ready? Yeah.
Yes.
I just forgot. Okay. Who would like to start first? Okay. So I just want to tell you that why someone is presenting, you guys have to pay attention, right? So after that, you can ask the some question. You can shoot them some questions. So there is a Q&A section, and after that, each of you need to provide the feedback to the presenter. Okay, so when you give feedback to the presenter, you guys need to follow the rules of like hamburger. Okay, so if you check the hamburger, you guys will see that the first layer will be the bread, right? So in the middle, you can see there's some salad or some, veggie or the beef or whatever. And then the last part will be the bread again, right? Is that correct? Yeah, so in that way, you have to take that model. The first part must be the specific point of the good things. For example, your slice is very nice, your presenting style is very nice, blah, blah, blah. You have to give the detail, how do we call that? Detail good points, okay, for each one. And then in the middle, you guys need to give the positive feedback, like kind of like positive suggestions, not criticizing other, not blaming. You have to give the suggestion. It would be better if you do this one, that one, something like that, So it's we call like the positive feedback in the middle, and the last part must be the overall good points. Oh, I appreciate your effort. I really like your slide, blah, 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 like that. So do you get the model now? Okay, so are you guys ready? I think I give you a 5-minute, right? 5-minute presentation. Okay, so who would like to start first? Okay, who can start first? Any volunteer? Eh? Who want to start first?
Can I go like second?
Sorry?
Second ဒုတိယချိန်မှာသွားလို့ရလားလို့ရှင်
Okay, you will be second. And then how about Megaba and Wilma? Who want to be first? Who want to go first?
I will go first.
Yeah, Megaba, fighting. Yes, please. Guys, please pay attention to Hannah, okay?
Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Okay, got it.
Oh, can you hear my voice? Oh, thank you. Today I'm gonna present about my favorite books, and let's get started. So these are my top 3 favorite books. The first one is Almanac Kids 2019 by National Geographic. And then the second one is Becoming by Michelle Obama. And the third one is Leonardo by National Geographic. So the details about the first one is this book is packed with many knowledges and news and technology of 2019, wildlife and quizzes and games, and it was officially released on May 8, 2018. You can read it to improve your English skills, vocabularies, and the price is about $11 instantly right now. And when I bought that book, it was about 15,000 jets in 2019, and I strongly recommend to read this book. This book is fun to read because it have quizzes and games and many pictures as well. And then for the second one is The Becoming by Michelle Obama. You can read this book if you're interested in politics and American political issues, and it was originally released in November 13, 2018. You can also read it to learn more about Lady Michelle and her autobiographic about being the first Black president couples and our challenge and difficulties. And it also included a photo book, which make it more realistic. And the price is about $11 currently, and 7,000 jets and 50,000 jets when my mom bought it in 2019. And I strongly approve to read this book in Burmese translation. And then the third one is Leonardo by National Geographic. You can read this book if you have keen interest in the era of Renaissance, arts, and the evolution of technology and lifestyle since from that. And it was originally released in November 13, 2018. And it also can include many exclusive detail about the art and the wildlife and the culture around the world. And the price is about $12.9 presently. And I strongly suggest to read this book. Yes. So about the advantages, you can know more about the other country culture and history, and you can also view the stunning picture while reading these books. And also it can take you on a journey to the different countries. And the second one is this book can improve your writing skills and your speaking skill also. And you can know more about the wildlife and more knowledges about the art, and you can learn about many English vocabularies. For the conclusion, reading National Geographic books can offer a wealth of educational, cultural, and environmental, and it can also help to understand the world and connects you with the fascinating features of the art. And you can also read about how people develop year by year. And reading Michelle Obama Becoming gives up inspiration, empowerment, and personal reflection, insight into the White House and the social commentary, leadership lessons, emotional connection, and encouragement for personal growth. In conclusion, my favorite books have provide me with endless inspiration, knowledges, and enjoyment. These literary treasures have transported me to the different worlds and introduced me to fascinating characters and also autobiographies. So if you have any question, you can ask me.
So with that Michelle Obama book,
Yes.
what do you learn from her?
I got inspiration and encouragement from her. And she also said in the book, like, you can do whatever you want and don't care about other people. And she shared her experiences about her difficulty of being the Black in the America. So I got many inspiration from her. Yes. So do you have any question? If you don't have anything, so please let me end my presentation. And thank you very much.
Winwa, do you have any questions to
No.
Megaba? Okay, so who would like to start giving her feedback?
Her slides were very interesting and colorful. I like the pastel color backgrounds. And the way she uses the grammar and vocabularies are superb.
And also like fully of the informations that starting from cost, and also the slides were really nice to look. So
Okay, so any suggestions for her? Anything that she needs to improve?
Maybe like she can freelance the way she talk instead of just writing everything on the board.
Okay, and what about Winwa, me?
as for me, it's okay to, I think it's really nice. As for me, for her age, she can do her best.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your feedback. Yeah, okay. So now let me give you some feedback, Megaba. So you presented your slides at 12:40 here my time. So yeah, and so in Myanmar, I don't know, I'm not too sure. Maybe 12:10 maybe. How do I say that? Yeah, so your presentation lasts for like 4 minutes, including the question and answer. So yeah, I think it's enough for the presentation, not too long and not too short. So I could say that you can manage the time very well. So and also I really like your slides, and you use like the kind of like animation as well. So I think it's well organized and clear. And also you also mentioned about the books, which is very, how do I say, relevant for the audience, I mean for your friends, and the information that you use is really how can I say, informative and also factual one. I think you take it some note from the some website. I'm not too sure about it, but I think it might be your reflection as well. And not only you just mentioned about the informations of the book, you also provide some advantages, and you also recommend to read the books, right? So I really like that point too. And for me, I have some suggestions for you. Your I think it might be the very first time for you. I'm not too sure. Is it the first time for you? Is it first time, Megaba?
No,
Yeah, that is why it went well. Maybe this may be your, but in my class it's the first time, right? And then you grew first, so your voice is a bit like first. I mean your tone is quite okay, clear and understandable, but the pacing is a little bit first. So next time you should make it slowly. And then another one is that, how do I say, the one that Julie already mentioned. So now we are presenting, right? So it's not really okay for us to read the whole paragraph in the slide. So if you want to tell someone about yours, so if you want to draw the audience attention, so instead of reading your slide by themselves, you should write down only just a gist or points. Maybe you can make it some bullet points so that you can draw the audience attention to you, not to your slides. Read out all the sentences. So this is only one suggestion from my side, and thank you so much for your efforts and your energy. Okay, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. Good. Well done. Yeah. Okay, so next one, please. Yeah, Julie.
Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about a way. Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk to you guys about mental illness and mental health. Mental health is something that we feel, maybe negative, or it might be negative or positive reaction and the feelings. It is caused by the brain and nervous system. We call it in bio. It lets us know what we're feeling, like stress, panic, or depression. It might be phobia and anxiety, and these are very common negative emotion for all the students around the world. But not just negative emotion, we feel like joy, happiness, fulfillment by our parents when we got something that we want. And you might ask, what is mental health? Mental health refers to emotional, psychological, and behavioral well-being. It helps us to handle the stress, anger, like the anxiety, the negative emotion in a healthy way. And it is about how we act, talk, and behave. If your mental health is good, you can have a greater sense of inner peace, which is like you can like meditate for like really long time without feeling disrupted by anything. Let me tell you about the famous mental illness. It is ADHD. A for attention, D for deficit, H for hyperactivity, and D for disorder. So overall, it's attention deficit hyperactivity and hyperactivity disorder. You might ask, what is ADHD? It is one of the most common mental health these days. It is on trend, like lots of people post about ADHD on the Instagram, Facebook, like social media app. It is caused by your childhood. It might be a trauma or like a violence that you occur when you were young, and it still lasts in the adulthood. This is the picture of the ADHD child. He might feel lots of emotion at once. It might be a negative emotion, a positive emotion, but he don't know what to do, and that's how they end up crying. Let me tell you about the symptom of ADHD. If you want to know if you have ADHD, you can like search on the Google, like there's a test, but the symptom of ADHD are the most likely to be the lack of attention, and you always and the another one is starting a new text before finishing the previous one. It's like you want to cook, but at the same time you want to draw. You don't finish any of it, but you just like to start a new thing. And another one is you always talking. You're always talking. You can never shut up. You can never keep quiet. Whenever someone stops you, hey, stop talking. You can't, because this is your mental illness. But that's okay. You can just if your friends are very likely to be no to you, it's okay. We can understand. And not mental health, according to the World Organization. WHO has told us that mental illness has been the real reason lots of students around the world have been having suicide, and they said a state of well-being which a person realizes its own capabilities and abilities. It means that you know what you're doing and you know what you have to do. You are capable of, like, if you are a sport person, you are capable of basketball, then it's a very good point of view. Physical well-being, mental well-being, and social well-being is related to each other. If you lack one of those, you might not feel your mental health is not very good enough. So if you want to be or have a very good mental health, you need those three. So this is a fun fact time. Do you know that every year, October 11th is celebrated as a World Mental Health Day? But if you don't know, now you know, right? And percentages of students with mental illness. You can see on the left that stress is like the most, stress has the most percentage, like 30%. I'm sure we all are feeling stressed right now because of the presentation. We are feeling nervous and we might panic, but it's okay. We can calm down, right? With the meditation and stuff. Anxiety equal 22%. That's the like average anxiety percentage around the world. And with sleep difficulty, it's like 20%. Sometimes not just the older or elderlies, we feel like we can sleep, like insomnia and stuff. But drink a warm cup of milk before going to sleep, then it might help. It's what my parents say though. In the left side, you can see a pink slide, exercise 5 stress and depression. You might need to exercise if you want to fight the stress and depression. It might help you keep fit and have a better health. We all have, and another fact is that we all have at least one mental health problem. We don't know it, but we all have it, like just one, or it might be two, more than two, nobody knows, but we all have at least one. And in here, with the little sad guys, suicide is one of the leading cause of death among 15 to 29 years old. This is like very bad for these teenagers and like between 30s, because most of us feel stressed by the work and the studying that we have to do, but we can't give up, right? We need to keep fighting for the knowledge and everything. So don't give up. I just want to say that. Now, I want to give credit to the WHO organization and the graphic that I got from Google, and the colors are related to the mental illness, if you don't know. And the credit to the book, The Body Keeps the Score and Stop Overthinking. Thanks for listening to me. Hope you enjoyed my presentation. And if you want to know anything about mental illness, and if you want to know if you have a mental illness, go to this website. It helps a lot. So yeah, that's it. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Okay, it's question time, guys.
So what about you? If you're stressed, can you relieve it easily?
I usually eat when I'm feeling stressed, so it relieves my stress, like anxiety and stuff. Like food is the best, food is the best.
Yeah. Okay.
So have you ever take a test?
I have, but it was like, very like, I just take it as a bluff. I just bluff it all, so it's not really right though. How about you guys? Have you ever taken a test before? No?
No.
You might want to try it. So is there any more questions?
No more for me.
No.
Okay, so let me start my presentation here. Thanks for listening, guys.
Okay, so it's the feedback section, right? So who would like to start giving feedback? I think Wilma, yeah.
I think like you should need to learn or like use more colorful and match colors for your slides. That's it. For any other, I think they are perfect.
So good points, start from the good points. So what do you think about it? Yeah.
As for me, like also perfect, I think mostly all of the informations that we need to know. and really like knowledgeable. So yeah, it's great, I see.
So one suggestion is you need to use some more color. You just skip like that, right? So
Yes.
you need to use the more color. Why do you think so, Tony?
Because like the colors he used are not matched really, I think. So
Yeah, wait a minute, yeah.
Baby, that's the color of the mental illness.
oh, but you know, I don't think they are matched.
Yeah,
So that's why.
they're not matching, yeah.
Okay, so what about Megaba? What about you?
I like the PowerPoint design too, because it is simple and easy to look at it.
Okay, then any suggestions? I mean, yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, of course. Yeah. What about any suggestions? Megaba? Why you keep silent? Nothing? Nothing special? Okay, so I think it's my time to give you the feedback, right? Okay, first of all, I want to say that I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, you guys did the presentation very well. And okay, so for Julie, you presented your presentation. You started your presentation at 12:51 here in my time, and you end up at 12:58. So you spend your presentation for like 7 minutes. So I could say that yeah, it's a bit long for us, right? So I asked you to do the presentation within only 5 minutes. So yeah, but it's okay because you just use the slow, pacing. I noticed that you tell us very slowly because it's all about the mental, right? So at the same time, I think that you are coping with the how do I say? No, you are trying to aware the people mind at the same time, right? So that is why you try to know your pacing. So okay, so I think everything one word as they mentioned. I really like your slides, the color that you use and the information that you provide. All of the information you provide are informative and also knowledgeable and very relevant to all of us because according to the situations in the Myanmar, currently I'm teaching online, right? So some of the students are facing some mental breakdowns, and they approach me, and then I think I noticed that they might think I'm living out of Myanmar, so I become the like dependable, meaning that I'm become like reliable person for them. So they try to open up to me. They share their problems, including their family problems and everything to me, So at the same time, trying to consult with their mental problems, and also I try to consult with their educational things, something like that. Okay, stop chatting lah. You can chat it later. Okay. Okay. So yeah, for that point, I think that mental problems is a really important and really trendy and really, how can I say that? Yeah, in Myanmar, so that is why I think it's really relevant topic for all of us, and we should know what is a AHD, something that you mentioned. Yeah.
ADHD.
Yeah, ADHD, something like that. So we must know that kind of symptoms and this information. And also the slide that you use is quite simple, and then you don't mention you don't write down all the paragraph there, not, and then you only just use the kind of like tips and tricks, and then so that we all can pay attention to you, and then you explain it very well. So I think it's very nice, and that everything goes smoothly. I think please try to keep it up next time as well. And then I think Yeah, but sometimes you use like the different style, like using like how do I say that? Is it design or so sometimes it make one suggestion is that sometimes it make me like confused what things you are talking about, what you are focusing on. Mean that the slides are, you know, like the how do we call the design, right? So how do we call that? I don't know how to say that. တချို့တို့တုံးထားတဲ့ဟို style လေးတွေကလေဒီနားမှာ Hawaii လေးနားမှာအတွန့်လေးနဲ့တုံးတာလှတော့လှတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တစ်ခါကျရင်ဘယ်အကြောင်းအရာကိုစပြောနေလဲဆိုတာကိုpay attention လုံးမှတိုင်သူဒီအကြောင်းပြောဒါပြီးမှဒါသွားမယ် like that ပြည့်ရမလား connection ကိုကိုယ့်အကိုလုပ်ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့yeah of course you can use the different design but at the same time you make it very clear, you know, so that yeah we can get all points very clearly. But I think everything went well and it's really nice, you know. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is the time for our girl Winwa.
Okay. So today I want to talk about climate change and global warming. So the climate has continuously changing for centuries and humans' influence has been a very serious issue now because humans do not take care of Earth. So like the weather and climate become change. So right now I want to talk about that title. So our planet's climate has changed throughout history, alternating between ice ages and warmer periods. Since the start of the Industrial Revolution in 1760, Earth's average temperature has risen faster than ever before. So this effect is known as global warming, and it's caused by the increase of greenhouse emissions from human activities such as the banning of fossil fuels, agriculture, deforestation, and the decomposition of waste in landfills have increased the amount of greenhouse gases dramatically. So the increased temperatures we are experiencing now are causing ice in the Arctic and Antarctica, as well as glaciers and snow around the world to melt. The water created by the melting ice pours into the oceans and sea levels to rise. This puts small islands in danger of disappearing, especially those in the Pacific and Caribbean regions. The rising sea levels are also causing devastating floods in many countries like China, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and also our country. So these floods are not only a direct hazard to humans, but can also destroy crops and farms used to feed the population. And another effect of the rising temperatures is that oceans warms up and evaporates faster than normal, increasing the occurrence of severe storms and heavy rainfall. Climate change is a global issue for our future depends on the actions we take today. So like as well as we can find lots of information and like lots of information as we can as find, but I just present as well as something just inform like just how can I say it? Just a little, so it's really short I think, but if you want to know more you can search at any network or any like internet on the internet. So thanks for paying attention on my presentation and listen until the end.
Okay, so this is a Q&A section. So any questions to Winwa? Any questions so far? It's all about global change, right? So global climate. So guys,
Can you explain the words like agriculture?
farming.
Which one?
The agriculture, you said that in the slide.
Agriculture is relating to the fields or the farms. Mean that the farmer do the agricultural things, right? Like growing the plants or the rice or something like that. So this we call like agriculture. ဟိုပါပေါ့မြန်မာလိုဆိုပြောလေ agriculture ကကျတော့ဒီလယ်ယာစိုက်ပျိုးရေးပေါ့ yeah you mean the agriculture, right? The word agriculture, yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Teacher Raga?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so questions to Winwa, please. Migaba?
I have
Hello,
no
Lily.
questions yet.
Are you sure?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's start the feedback section. Who would like to give the feedback to her first?
I like the graphic that she used, and the vocabularies are like quite advanced. It's good to know about more vocabs.
And then the suggestions?
Maybe like she could be like bit more fluent. Maybe like she could wrap it up.
Okay. How about Migaba?
I like the information. She include everything in the slide, so I like that one.
Okay, and then the suggestions for her? Migaba, any suggestions?
No, yet.
Are you sure, Migaba? No question, no comments, no feedback. What's wrong?
Uh,
No interest?
not yet. I don't have any question yet.
Question and how about feedback? How about like suggestions?
I want her to use the picture that has the good quality. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Okay, let me give you the suggestions and also the feedback, yeah, to me. First of all, I would like to say thank you and you well done, no? Okay, to me. So you present your presentation. You started your presentations around like 1:06 and you end up around like 1:09. So basically it takes only 3 minutes. So I think that is enough for the presentation. But according to your topic, if you want to make it longer, yeah, you can make it long, right? Yeah, because there are so many informations for that topic, right? But you make it as a brief, so it's nice, right? Okay, so okay, how can I say that? Yeah, everything one wall, and then you also use the slide very well, right? So you just put the informations, the factual one, informative one, and then knowledgeable one. Yeah, of course we know some, but not all like this, right? So we know that the climate is the global is how do I say warming, right? No, nowadays is totally warming, but we don't know the effects of like the effects of the global warming. So now you just visualize, you just use the some of the pictures and showing up what's happening in the Caribbean or something like that. Okay, and also you also concluded that you included that the Indonesia, China, yeah, of course, in Jakarta is a really crowded places, now they are trying to move the, the city. It's mean that it's maybe next coming 5 years or within maybe 10 years, it might be gone, to a new to a new year. You to there so a new thing, yeah, so yeah, you already included all the information, so which are really factual things. Yeah, thank you so much for your presentation. But I have some suggestions for you as well. I think the graphic is quite okay. Can you hear me well? Sorry. You guys are
Yes,
lagging. Yeah. How do I say what am I talking about? Oh, graphic, right? I think the graphic is quite okay, right? So you just use the cartoon design and everything. So I think it's not too blah, right? Megabah. I don't know why you think that is not a standard one, but I think visual is okay. But the problem is like the test or the some of the words are advanced one, right? Meanwhile, are you listening to me or talking?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, so the how do I say the sentences, you just write all the paragraph in the slide. So like it's, how do we call that, cramp? So yeah, so next and also the word that you use is kind of like advanced, and it's not like I'm familiar with that. Some of the words are right relating to the weather and the relating to the climate. So I think if you want to give the some message or information, you better use your own explanation. Of course, based on this information, you should try to write your own, try to tell us in your own way. Yeah, of course, you can show the information like us in a bullet points, but when you explain, you should try to use your own explanation so that it can make us so easy to understand, right? So this is a one point. And also you mentioned about the cost. And I mean, how do I say, yeah, the cost and effects of the global warming, but you don't mention about how can we save the earth. So I think I would like to suggest that you should add more information about how we can take the precautions, or maybe how we can save the earth. Mean that we should be eco-friendly, or like we should use the recycle, reuse, blah blah blah, so I think you should put more information for the how we can prevent from the global warming. So this is all about my suggestions, and thank you so much for you for your effort and time. Yeah, so I think you guys are very experienced in the presenting, right? So I hope that next time you could do the best than this time, right? Okay, so thank you so much, guys. So now I think it's time to start our lesson now, no? ဘာဖြစ်တော့ presentation ကတော့လမ်းနေပေါ့နော်လမ်းနေလို့ပြောရတယ်ထင်ထားတဲ့ expectation တက်ကို high ဖြစ်သွား expectation တက်ကိုပို့ပြီးတော့ meet လုပ်သွားတယ်နော် okay so thank you guys no okay so now I think we should start the lesson now, right? What have we done? Could you please tell me? Teacher ဘယ်ရောက်ထိုင်လုပ်လဲပြောတော့ Hello.
We have done number 1, page 76.
Yeah, you guys need to do this one, right? It's already done. And what about in the workbook?
We have a homework on page 56, the crossword. But I don't find any of it. I only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Me too, Jay.
56.
Me too.
Yes, 56.
Yeah, I think I need to give you some more information about this one. Yeah. So I think today I'm gonna skip this one. Teacher မှာဖြည့်ရချက်ပြီးမှပြန်ရှာရေးပို့ပေးလိုက်မယ်နော်။အဲဆိုတော့နည်းနည်းရမယ်ထင်တယ်နော်။ Okay, so now I think we should go to the next lesson, right? Okay. Next lesson will be okay, I got it. Okay, so guys, I have some questions for you. How many of the job I mean, how many sort of job do you know? I mean, the career or the job title, do you know? You can drop it in the message box, like a teacher, a doctor, engineer, blah, 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 you know. So could you please drop me the job that you know? Okay, so computer programmer, accountant, therapist, boxer, Malay. Okay, gym trainer. And then Aki. Okay, carpenter, firefighter, merchant. Yeah, there are so many, right? Okay, thank you for sharing. And then now just think of your dream job. It can be more than one. Okay, sometimes you guys want to be a architect, and at the same time you want to be the singer or dancer or something like that. So yeah, please type in your dream job. Food blogger, I know. Foodie. Librarian. Librarian? Where? Public,
Library one, look the library.
yeah, public one, or
Yeah, public one.
doctor. Okay. Oh, Wilma, you want to be a doctor, really?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, great. Singer, food blogger, Emily Mikaba, no, social influencer. Okay, Ken, lawyer. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, these are all of your dream job, right? Okay, so now you have to think of the job where we need a like trainer or teacher or like, yeah, instructor. What kinds of job uh what kinds of jobs are like trainer or like teachers or instructor? What kinds of job? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, for example, a teacher, a teaching job, right? Teaching job. A teacher can be a trainer who instruct the students very well, who guide the student very well, right? So, what kinds of jobs are like how do we say that? We need a like a trainer or a teacher, yeah. Can be a trainer or the teacher, yeah. Teacher, nurse, seriously? Do we need to train someone? Nurse? As a nurse, do we need to train people? Yeah, gymnastic, gym trainer. Yeah, of course, gym trainer, teacher. What kinds of jobs are the trainer, trainer or teachers or like instructor? Do you know what I mean? ဘယ်လိုပြောရမလဲတော့မသိဘူး။တချို့ jobs တွေကကျတော့ trainer အနေနဲ့လုပ်ရတာလေသိရမလား။ဘယ်လိုဟာတွေမှာကျတော့ trainer တွေ teacher တွေဖြစ်နိုင်လဲပေါ့။လူတွေကိုက guide လုပ်ရတဲ့ဟာမျိုးပေါ့။ Where we can guide people. မိကဘာအမတ်လေးအစားတောက်တော်ရအောင်မထွက်တော့ဘူး One, two, three. Zumba teacher ဟုတ်လားဟမ် Okay. And then what else? You need to instruct the people. You can instruct the people, you can guide the people, you can influence the people, you can be a role model, you have to lead the people. So what kinds of job we can be a leader, we can be an instructor, we can be a trainer. Yeah, professor, teacher, lecturer, yeah, then that's all. That is all, really. Okay, so now let's back to our course book. Okay, so go to page, I'm not sure, 88, I think. Yeah, go to page 88, learning and training, unit 11. Okay, so now we are going to work on number 1, okay? So here they have mentioned the 7 types of jobs, 7 types of career. So including army instructor, driving instructor, fitness instructor, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what you guys have to do is you guys need to work on the skills and the knowledge do they need to have. What kinds of skills and knowledge do they need to have as an army instructor, as a driving instructor? So you need to think of the skills and the knowledge and then make some notes. Here they have shown you some example, like a good sense of humor, able to motivate, a good communicator, something like that. But you need to find out more skills and the knowledge. Okay, could you? Yeah, I'm gonna give you 7 minutes. While you are walking there, let me eat my lunch. I think it's already late. I haven't had my breakfast yet, so very starving now. So let me, yeah, please. Please turn on your camera, Winwa, Julie, so that I can see you guys. I'm here now. ဒီချက်ဒီမှာရှိရနော်ယူလို့စားပြရင်ဗိုက်စာမှာဆိုလို့ကင်မရာပိတ်စားတာ Okay, if you are done, let me know. Okay, then. Tama mata dawပြောရလားလှတယ်
မဟုတ်ချင်တက်တုံးပဲချင်ဒါပေမဲ့နေမကောင်းလို့တဲ့ချစ်တက်မှာချင်
ဒီနေ့မလာဘူးပြောရလဲ
ဟုတ်ဒီနေ့မလာဘူး
Nora ရော
နိုရာလည်းနေမကောင်းဘူးတဲ့ချစ်
သူစတဲ့ presentation လုပ်မှာလဲ Okay, finish. Phương Hòa leave rồi là.
သူမီးပြတ်သွားတာလားမသိဘူးချစ်
Okay, Megaba, are you ready?
Yes, Chit.
Yeah, okay. So you guys please type me in the chat for the number 1, Army instructor. What kinds of skills and the knowledge we need for Army instructor? Hello, could you please type me in the chat? Okay, Army instructor strength and communication skills, role model, have a fit body. How about knowledge? No, yeah, this is the role model. Role model is a personality, actually. So we have to talk about knowledge and skills. What kinds of skill do they need to have? The skill, sorry, knowledge. You know what I mean?
Chứ là muốn mà mí biết toa luôn đấy. Xem mà biểu bì bài đấy.
Okay. A bachelor of degree, 20 years of active responsibility require high school diploma or GED. Okay, so no, actually you guys need to tell me that the knowledge relating to the military or something like that, right? So because it is an army instructor, so We don't need any GED or diploma or whatever. Yeah, of course, yeah, kind of like degree, maybe. But first thing we need to tell is like what kinds of knowledge. For example, if I'm going to teach you mathematics, okay, I'm gonna be a math teacher, so I must be a mastery, I must be a expert in the mathematics, something like that. Okay. Okay, so next one, driving instructor, the skills and knowledge. Patience and good at multitasking. Is it for driving instructor?
Yes.
What do you mean like multitasking?
To drive a car, it's like the multitasking.
Oh yeah, you just want to say that like steering and also
Yes.
yeah, brake
To
and
watch.
checking. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Okay, and then be confident, be patient and calm, able to explain the instruction clearly. Okay, what kinds of knowledge do they need to have? Meanwhile, we are talking about driving instructor, skills and knowledge.
Yes.
Hola, I'm waiting, guys. Correct communication, pay attention, patient, and what about the knowledge? Driving instructor knowledge, details about car. Or certificate qualification on instructing. Okay, so he or she must know how to drive a car, right? This is the basic need, driving skill, right? And also they must know the road sign. They can interpret the road sign, right? Stop, go, something like that, you know. There are so many road signs, right? Why you guys don't tell me the knowledge? Only talking about like skills. Oh no. ဒီလိုတချို့ skill တွေပဲပြောနေ knowledge ပြောလေ army လုပ်တယ်ဆိုရင် army military နဲ့ဆိုင်တဲ့သူတို့မှာ knowledge တွေရှိရမယ်ဟုတ်တယ်မလားလူတွေကိုဘယ်လိုမျိုး train လဲ discipline ကိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးကင်တွယ်မလဲ like သိရမလား discipline ကိုကောင်းကောင်း well explain လုပ်နိုင်ရမယ်လေကျတော့ army instructor တွေတော်တော်များကဒီဘယ်လိုပြောရမလဲလူတွေကိုအမိတ်ကိုလက်ခံတတ်အောင်ဟုတ်လား order ကိုလက်ခံတတ်အောင်သူကတင့်တာလေ driving ဆိုလဲထုံနည်း၎င်းပဲကားမောင်းမဲ့လူကကားမောင်းတယ်မဲ့လူကကားမောင်းမတတ်ဘူးလုပ်လဲသူက knowledge ကဘာဖြစ်ရမှာလဲ driving skill ပေါ့ဟုတ်တယ်မလား and then he or she must know the parts of the car right they must know about car yeah details about car right and then also they need to know the road sign ဟုတ်လားဘေးမှာမောင်းမဲ့လူ ရှေ့မောင်းမှာဂုံးကြော်တွေ့ချိန်လျှော့ရမယ်လို့ဘာလို့သိရမလားအဲ့ဆိုင်တွေမတက်ဘဲနဲ့ဘေးကလူသွားတယ်လို့နားကားကုန်မှာပေါ့ဘေးကလူလည်းတိုင်ပတ်ကုန်မှာပေါ့မလေးနော်ယူလို့တာ driving instructor ဆိုတော့ကြုံမမောင်းနော် okay how about like fitness instructor အရေးကြီးတဲ့ဟာကိုမရဘူးသူတို့မှာ wait let's do it Toto and Toto you know oh my god baby don't see it I got everything you need with you or a fitness instructor a certificate သူတို့ certificate တော်တော်ကြိုက်ကြလား certificate of qualification on instructing industry knowledge communication skill organization skill stamina okay energy okay fitness skill know how to you know knowledge နဲ့ skill နဲ့ကိုမကွဲတာပဲ yeah right what is the skill ကဘာလဲ what is knowledge Yeah, teacher teaching ကိုပဲရင်ပြောကြည့်ပါဦး teaching မှာ skill ကဘာဥမာထား teacher အခုတင်တာ ELS ကိုတင်တာဟုတ်လားနော်အဲ့တော့ teacher ရဲ့ skill က no sorry knowledge ကဘာဖြစ်မလဲ
English
mastery in English right so I must know what is noun what is adverb what is you know verb and then I must know idiom slang something like that right and then what about a skill ကဘာလဲ
Satinbia skill.
Yeah, teaching methods, right? Teaching strategy, how I approach to the students, how I teach the student, how I give the instruction, how I manage the classroom. So these are skills, right? အခုကားမောင်းတင်မဲ့လူဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကားအကြောင်းသိရမယ်ကားကိုဘယ်လိုမောင်းလဲဆိုတာသိရမယ် Liban နေရမှာလား break နေရမှာလားမသိတိုင်ပတ်ကုန်မှာပေါ့ CRI ကိုဘေးကွေးရမှာလားမသိညာချိုးရမယ့်ဟာဘယ်ချိုးချရင်တိုင်နေပတ်ကုန်မှာပေါ့ right ဟဲ့လားအဲ့တော့သူ့ road sign နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဟာတွေသူသိရမယ်အဲ့ဒါကသူ့ရဲ့ knowledge right skill ကဘာလဲ skill ကကြဘလို့လဲကားကို confidence ရှိရှိနဲ့မောင်းတက်ရမယ်ဟုတ်လားcommunication အားကောင်းရမယ် instruction ပေးတဲ့အခါမှာ clearly stated လုပ်တတ်ရမယ်ဟုတ်လားဒါတွေကသူ့ရဲ့ skill တွေဖြစ်မှာပေါ့ collaborate လုပ်ရမယ်ဘေးမှာထိုင်တဲ့လူနဲ့သူ collaboration ကောင်းရမယ်ဟုတ်ဘူးလား yeah right
Bye.
yeah so why you guys confused about knowledge and the skill Emily knowledge နဲ့ skill နဲ့ကိုတိုင်နေပတ်နေရသူတို့မှာ Yeah, fitness instructor ကဟုတ်တယ် diet nutrition well as a supplement. Yes, correct. ကျတို့အစားအသောက်ဆိုဘယ်လိုစားရမလဲအဲ့ဒါဘယ်လိုခေါ်လဲ anatomy လားဟုတ်ပါဘူး How do we call that? Anatomy, sorry. Anatomy, right? ဟိုကဘာလဲခန္ဓာဗေဒလေဟုတ်လား anatomy ဟုတ်လားမသိနော်ဟုတ်လား Am I correct? Anatomy လား
ဟုတ်တယ်ချေ anatomy
No anatomy autonomy ကကြတော့ authority နဲ့တူ autonomy ကကြတော့ zero ဟိုဟာနဲ့တူတယ်ဗာလဲ autonomy ကဗာလဲ zero ရဲ့ rights တွေပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်တယ်မလား autonomy ကနော် anatomy ကကြတော့ zero body parts တွေဟုတ်လားလူတွေရဲ့ဒီခန္ဓာဗေဒနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ तू ကကောင်းကောင်းသိရမယ်ဘယ်နေရာမှာပါစားရအတိရစားမယ်အတိရမစားဘဲနဲ့အစီစိတ်နေစားပြီးတော့ body fit သွားလို့ train တော့ဘယ်လိုလုပ်ပြီးတော့တတပတ်တထွက်လာမှာလဲအစီလေးနဲ့တစ်တွေနဲ့ထွက်လာမှာပေါ့ဟုတ်ဘူးလားအဲ့ဒါကသူ့ရဲ့ knowledge area ဖြစ်ရမယ်เนาะဘယ် weight ဟိုပြောချင်တာကွာဝါဖို့လားဆော့ရလားပြေးဖို့လားဆော့ရလားခန္ဓာကိုယ်ပဲချစ်လက်ချင်တာလားတချို့ကရှိရဘိုက်လေးပဲချက်ချင်တာနော်တချို့ကကျတော့ဒီ breast မထွက်ချင်ဘူးတင်ပါပဲထွက်ချင်တာအဲ့လိုပေါ့အစားအစာလူတွေရသူတို့တောင်းဆိုချက်တွေနဲ့လာတယ်အဲ့ဒါသူတို့ world train လုပ်ရတာဟုတ်တယ်မလားမင်းသားမင်းသမီးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းရှိရလေဒီရုပ်ရှင်ကားထဲမှာ तू ပေါင်ဘယ်လောက်ထိတက်ချင်တာဟုတ်လားအဲ့ဆိုရင် तू ကဒီ gym trainer နဲ့ပေါင်ပြီးတော့ ਨੇ သူကပြောရတယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒီရုပ်ရှင်ထဲမှာ weight က150လောက်တက်ချင်တာဟုတ်လား160လောက်ရှိချင်တာမော်တာကြီးဖြစ်ရမှာဟုတ်လားဒါမှမဟုတ်ရှိရင်လည်းလုံးဝငငယ်လေးပုံစံမျိုး train ချင်တာဥမာကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ weight ကဒီနေရာမှာရှာရုခန်တို့ဘာလို့ဆိုလို့သိရမလားဘာဟုတ်ဘလီကိုရှာရုခန်တို့ဆိုသူတို့ရဲ့ target သူတို့မှမဟုတ်ပါဘူးဟိုမှာဆိုလဲ Bollywood Hollywood မှာဆိုလဲဒီဟို star long လို့ဘာလို့ဆိုဒီလိုပဲလေ world train လို့ရအောင်တယ်မလားသူတို့ရဲ့ target ဟိုရအောင်လို့သူတို့ train ကြရတာလေ Leonardo တို့ဘာလို့လား
The Rock တို့ပဲ
ဘာလဲ
The Rock တို့လိုပဲ
အပေါ်လုံးသူတို့ train ကြကျန်တဲ့ချိန်သူတို့ဖြစ်တယ်လို့နေရဒါပေမဲ့သူတို့တကယ်လုံးရမယ့်အချိန်မှာတော့ရုပ်ရှင် script ပေါ်မှာလိုက်ပြီးသူတို့ changes တွေလုပ်ကြတယ်လေ body changes တွေလုပ်ကြတယ် transform လုပ်ရတယ်လေ right အဲ့ဒါအကုန်လုံးက fitness instructors ညွှန်ကြားပေးရလေမေတ္တာစဒါမစားနဲ့မနဲ့ဆိုဒါလုပ်ဒါမလုပ်နဲ့အဲ့ဒါတွေအကုန်လုံးကသူတို့နားထောင်ရလေ I think we should stop the class here today เนาะချုပ်ထပ်ပြီးဆွေးနွေးမယ်ပြီးမှာမဟုတ်เนาะ okay so yeah we're gonna meet again tomorrowဟုတ်ပါ on Wednesday
on Wednesday
yeah okay tata bye bye on Friday is closed no I think Friday so not Friday sorry Thursday is a holiday I think yeah it's
အားနေလေချက်
Qurbani လေ
အော်
yeah Islamic one holiday yeah
အမေတိုင်းစားတော့
I don't like it ကျဲအိတ်တာပူ
မ
တော့
ပေးဘူးချက်တရားမှလည်းလောက်ပေးဘူး
မအဲ့နေ့အဲ့အတာကိုပူရှောင်းတာကျဲမစားနိုင်အနက်မခံနိုင်တိုင်ပတ်လို့ Okay so yeah thank you guys see you on Wednesday yeah bye bye
bye bye
bye bye bye bye